problem.
Welcome to Le Cordon Bleu. I'm not sure whether some of you have been here or not. So welcome to the open house for Diploma in Plant-Based Culinary Arts that we offer here at Le Cordon Bleu. Especially today, we're going to present a demo for the cuisine, and we have Chef Eric Bediat. He's the head cuisine chef here at Le Cordon Bleu. We'll showcase. You have a recipe book in front of you that what you're going to make. If you open that, you have the recipe and the methods that Chef Eric will show it to you. And also, we also have Kelvin. Kelvin also is a student helper here at Le Cordon Bleu. So he's going to help Chef Eric to do your demonstration. So I pass it to you, Chef.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, welcome. I'll say good evening. Welcome to this plant-based demonstration. I assume you have an interest in plant-based. So feel free to ask any questions, really, not just about what about to make, but we see the program which is about to change, because obviously we run it as a 3 months, but now it's going to change to a 6 months. So there's a lot of changes and around the program, which is interesting because plant-based is moving very quickly. Difficult to catch up, okay, with what's going on in the world around that, but very exciting. Okay, so this means obviously the cuisine version will obviously be launched in term 4, okay, so in September. That's 3 months. And then we'll obviously follow up with the pastry 3 months in January 25. Okay, just give you an overview. Okay, so feel free. I'm not a plant-based chef. I'm a classic cuisine chef. But obviously, the first plant-based program that we developed was obviously, before COVID, or just before COVID. Okay, so it's been a few years that we've been running this very successfully, and it's time obviously for an upgrade and to take it to the next level. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Calvin is going to give me a hand. Okay, we just had a class actually together on basic cuisine. Okay, so we'll do that. So it's just a little dish it's not even a dish part of the program. It's just an illustration, kind of just get an idea around what we do. Okay, and why we do things a certain way. Okay, so little dish around mushrooms. Okay, we'll work on the rice, spinach. Dish goes in different direction. We're going to go with a sauce flavored on tea and spices. Okay, a bit like a chai tea kind of idea, and a bit worldwide in terms of ingredients. Okay, so we're going to do so king oyster mushrooms. Okay, with red rice. Spinach and a spiced black tea sauce. Welcome. The whole idea around the dish, simply trying to do complete dishes. Okay, I need to have enough of different category of plants. So this means this could be protein, thinking of protein, carbs, different type of vegetable leaves, and so on. Sauces, also thinking of obviously different flavors in all different areas and different tastes. Okay, that was the whole idea. Okay, feel free to ask me any questions. That's going to last maybe half an hour. So at the end, there's plenty of time for Q&A. Okay, so you can ask about anything or the program in general. Okay, all right, all good. Okay, let's go. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start off on our sauce. So here we go. We're basing ourselves on oat juice or milk. Okay, that's going to be our base of our sauce. Spices here, we'll go a mixture of different spices, more or less. There's so many versions on the chai tea, but here a bit of ginger, cardamom, cloves, pepper, a bit of cinnamon, that give a bit of sweetness. Okay, all of this will be the flavoring element of our sauce. Okay, we're going to use black tea, of course, right, for the infusion. Okay, white pepper. Well, simply the pepper. We're going to use it. That was mine. Yes. We're going to use the pepper to give a bit of texture. Okay, so we're going to use because I don't want something thin. I want something that has a bit of texture. So we're going to use that to achieve that, to be more texture on the sauce. Okay, so here we'll simply just do a bit of tidy up on that. So we're not going to need actually that part. So take this off. So here we're going to literally just soften the peppers first. Okay, I'm going to keep the skin, nothing wrong with it. Just I'm going to all will be blended. That's not going to be an issue. Voilà. Simply, I'm going to add it to the haute cuisse. I'm going to raise that to a simmer. And we'll allow that to soften on a gentle simmer. That's going to take maybe 5–10 minutes maximum. Okay, and then we'll do our infusion. Okay. We're also going to do a little crumble. So everybody knows what a crumble is, I'm sure. Okay, so here the idea of the crumble is to add obviously another texture on the dish. Okay, also we're going to add some. I wanted a bitter taste, so I'm going to add a bit of Marmite. Okay, which is a yeast extract. So we're going to do oat and Marmite extract. Actually, it was just an idea like this, and I thought, yeah, you know what? Once I tasted it, I liked it. I thought it was quite nice. Okay, so I hope you liked it. So here I want to keep obviously the rolled dough, so I don't want to break them down. So we're going to work with our fingers. Okay, just to break this down very easily together. So we go a bit of a crumble, a nice crumble texture. Of course, we're using plant-based fat or butter. Okay, to replace regular butter. You could use something else. Huh? Even oil would do the job too, without any problems. So we're going to make sure everything is well coated, so we get it nice and crumbly. And everything well coated. Huh? So some nice big pieces. So that's going to be really, once it's nicely baked, they will be really crunchy, which is what I want. I'm going to go directly on the tray, like so. Voilà. That's going to take about 10–15 minutes. Like so. So until it's nice and golden, crispy, crunchy. That's going to be our target. Thank you, Corinne. Okay, so for the garnish, we have a little bit of red rice. Okay, I needed to include a French product, being French, so I use one from the south of France. It's the rice from Camargue, so different variety. This one, obviously, we simply just a boiling technique. Okay, simply like that. And we're going to add the garnish of spinach. I need a bit of acidity on the dish, so we're going to use lemon. And a bit of a nutty taste. So we're going to use walnut oil. So these are the different elements. Over here. This one. So that should be, we're going to need a touch longer. So we're going to move that at the back. very quiet. You're more quiet than the basic when they start. Huh? Is that right? It is true, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to do a bit of chopping, so you can see I still know to chop an onion. Okay, all right. So plant-based program where we start definitely. The first lesson is on basic skills. Huh? So really start from scratch. It doesn't really matter you got any experience at all, or you got some experience. Okay. So the very beginning is just really the vegetable cuts. Okay. Classic, but not only. Okay, which obviously would work with the plant-based program. And after that, it moves very quickly. Every lesson is, the way it's structured is a different category of vegetables, different category of plants. So we go through, in every category of plants, we do different recipes, okay, and highlight those products. Now, so it's going to be enough. Let's keep that aside over there. Now we're going to do these. So some techniques remain classic. Okay, of course. Some things don't change. Yep. This was water. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Why what? Sorry. Well, I think the objective, as explained earlier, is I need the pulp of the pepper to soften. In order, when I'm going to blend, I'm going to get a nice creamy texture. And then I will do it directly in the eau juices because I don't want to lose the sweetness of the pepper. Okay, so that may be two reasons. Yeah. So I could do it directly. I could do a different method. I could use a sweating method. Okay, maybe a little bit of fat. Maybe I could use water. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. There's always many ways. Many reasons we do things. Yeah. On the program, we use as many as we can get our hands on. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's new ones being brought in. I mean, the latest one I haven't used yet is potato. I was trying to get it, but yeah, you need to. It's you can get it, but I haven't used it yet. But not only, yes, not only, definitely. So here I'm aiming to get a bit of color on the onions, a bit more flavor, yes. Okay, I think my peppers probably going to be okay, so I'm going to take them off, like so. Set them aside. Now, here we need to do an infusion, so therefore we're going to do like a tea. All right. We'll bring it to a boiling point and do an infusion of the heat with the spices. I was going to do a little bag, but I am not going to do that. I changed my mind. Okay. So here, off the heat, got our spices, ginger, cardamom, pepper. So it's going to do a little infusion. Spinach, they've been cleaned already. Okay, what we're going to do is simply shred it. I'm going to use everything, even the stalks. So of course, plant-based, always concerned about the major topic at the moment is waste. So therefore, we endeavor to always try to use the product in its entirety without wasting as much as possible. Then I have a bit of lemon zest too, also. Red or rice. Now spinach. Lemon zest. The seasoning. So one major part of the program is that the chefs, the teachers, the chefs taste every dishes the students make. So you get plenty of feedback on, obviously, on your performance. Yeah. Constructive feedback. Yes, Calvin? Yes. Always. There we go. Just a bit. That's it. On this one, we're ready to go. So our mushrooms, we're going to use those big king oyster mushroom or trumpet mushroom. They go under different names. So they have a very firm texture. I'm going to do some little slices. So this one, do it this way, like so. It's going to be a pan frying method with a significant amount of butter, plant-based butter. So we can play also a little bit like that. Need to taste good, but need to also to look good. One is as much important as the other. Your design. Presentation side down first. Voilà. So, a bit of flavoring elements. It's going to be a bit of thyme, a bit of garlic. Yeah. You're going to need a bit of lemon juice also. Ah. You pass me a fine sieve. Fine sieve. Chinois. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. The seasoning. Two, 3 minutes on this one. There we should be able to blend this. So here, quite simply, peppers. That's for crumble. Don't start warming up. Yeah. So till smooth, huh? So in theory, there should be no need to pass it again, in theory. But we're going to do that anyway. Like so. That's going to need rectifying on taste. So we're going to taste first. Have a look, see where we are. A little bit of salt. be good. This one ready to go. Like so. Right, we'll make sure this one, bring it back to temperature. So that's plating time. All right, so we're gonna choose our so it almost look like little scallops, pan-fried, kind of. We have a garnish. Little pieces, the delicate crumble. We're going to give a bit of air into this sauce. A bit of herbs somewhere. There you go. Ready for photo. Well done. When's the last time people clapped? That's a long time ago. That seems to be. I've been here so long. I've been here since 2006. I think the last, yeah, it's been a long time. Yes, not very often. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, I mean, this is it. You're welcome to take a photo if you wish to. Okay, so now it's just, we're going to do a little tester for you, so you can have a little taste yourselves. Okay. Yes, you can if you want to. Yes, fine. And then And then basically questions. Okay, I mean, I'll explain a bit more how the process works in classes. Are some of you familiar what we do at the Cordon Bleu? Here, in terms of having visited the school before, done a short course or anything like this? No? No, nothing? Okay. Well, I'll explain how the classes run, so I might give you an overview a little bit on that. All right. Okay. Yep. That's simple. Huh? You don't have many to do, so it's going to be easy for you, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So a bit, and I will take it easy. Yeah. Choose the smallest one. Okay. Choose the smallest one. That'll be easier to eat. Okay. All right. So we have this one. Do this first, and we'll a few pieces of crumble. That's it. Okay, and we'll cover with a bit of sauce on top. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Just you can put it on top, especially on the crumble. Okay. All right. Quite important. There you go. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that's easy. You only have 10 to do. Yeah? Won't take you long. Okay. All right. Okay. Any questions about the plant-based program at all? No, plant-based? Yes. 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 You can choose either. Okay, up to you. Yeah. Ready? Jump in. Hours, probably the hours are the answers, about hours. Yeah.
Bear with me one moment. Can you hear me? Yeah. For the lessons, the plant-based, because we are launching it, our normal plant-based before is a combination of cuisine and pastry. So mostly is for 80% of cuisine and 20% of pastry. That's what we did for the last 3 years. But now we have a lot of students, our students who start to diverge into more pastry as well. So they want to do 100% of patisserie in plant-based and 100% of cuisine. So we launching this new program. It's not a new program, but it's the same program but split into two. So in September, we're launching these cuisines diploma in plant-based that we're starting. That will be 3 months. And the January 1 in 2025, we're launching the patisserie plant-based diploma in plant-based patisserie, basically. So the diploma itself, you don't need to take it all in one go. You can take the cuisine first, then after that go away or go back to your day job and come back to do the patisserie, basically. So, but of course, we always want the students to make sure that, you like to, because it's two separate programs, we call it two culinary arts, because pastry and cuisine are totally different. So what you see with Chef Eric today, he's doing the cuisine, but the pastry will be a bit different. So hopefully I will try to arrange a pastry open house, hopefully in July or August. Then hopefully that we can send you an invitation. Hopefully you can come back, and our plant-based chef will do some demo on a plant-based in the pastry side of the curriculum, basically. The course itself is about rounding about the course itself. So the course will start from Monday to Saturday. Sunday and public holiday will be off. Classes will be held here, mostly in the school itself. You have roughly about 24 hours a week, and you need to do about 12 hours online learning as well on top of that. I can say it's a full-time program, basically. All right. Each lesson comprised in the school itself, we have live demonstration, that what you see with the chef. So before you go to the kitchen, you have to sit for a live demonstration room. So live demonstration will be this room. Basically, we'll give you the recipe, but not the methods. I'm sorry to say that. So you have to watch Chef Eric I know he just showcased the demo just about half an hour, but in the class, you're going to do more elements than the plant-based, basically. You're going to sit down for 3 hours, basically, to learn a certain dish, all right? They will be explained to you, like what chef did from scratch, how to do the cutting techniques, how to do marinating as well, how to do cooking, basically, from scratch, basically, all right? At the end of the 3 hours, chef will be like this, presenting the food, how to present the food. You come to the front, you will be taking pictures, and also you have to taste the food. Every student must, well, it's great to taste the product, what the chef made. If you wish, you don't want to taste the product, that's no problem at all. But you need to do that in the kitchen for the chef to judge you, basically, for your grading, basically. All right? Make sure each one have a dish to try, please. All right? Then after that, you also have 3 hours of practical lesson as well in the kitchen itself. So later, after this tasting and Q&A question, if before you leave, if you like to see the kitchen, me and Matilda will bring you around the campus. We will see a kitchen for cuisine. And also I will show you also the pastry kitchen as well. So you can understand, because both are separate kitchen, basically, all right? In the kitchen itself, we will host only 16 students only. So let's say you will sit for a live demonstration like this. You will sit together with your intakes, maybe 40 students, 50 or 60, I'm not sure. But when you go in the kitchen itself, you'll be split up into a group of 16 only. All right. We want to make sure that we have a small number of students in the kitchen, so the chef will be able to focus about your production in the kitchen, because the chef, he or she will have an eager eyes. He will watch you in the kitchen. All right. He give you feedbacks as well, and also you need to present your food at the end for the chef to taste and to give you constructive feedbacks. All right. Whatever remaining of the food you're able to take home. All right. On top of your lessons in the school as well, you also have a theory lessons as well. There will be another 3 hours. You can talk about a theory lesson. Chef, you want to explain about theory lessons?
Thank you.
All right, Chef, I think you'll be the best.
Yes. Okay, actually, the program is not even finished yet, but we're still working on it. All right, with creating new dishes. Yeah, in terms of the theory, fermentation is an important topic on the plant-based, and therefore we have theory on this. But not only, we do obviously different type of fermentation with different products, going towards plant-based cheeses, okay, which are quite popular at the moment, and touching on different varieties of fermentation, creating product from that. We make our own tempeh, for example. We get the student to make tofu from scratch. We use okura, which in Japan they use to transform the leftovers of tofu, and to use the leftovers for creating something else. So we very much work like this. All this transformation, use the product as much as possible, and try to create different things. Yeah. Sorry. Vegan butter.
Like
the one we use today? No, not this one. That's interesting. Yeah. I mean, nut butters. It's not very difficult to make. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, definitely. Yeah. Fermentation. I mean, cheese fermentation is something we do. Yeah, get the student to make their own cheeses, and some of them we ferment for a couple of weeks and bring them back for testing. I mean, this is all created, but this is not, this hasn't been delivered yet. Okay, this is all, moving forward. So you're the first one to know now about it. Sorry. Satan, yes, Satan. Satan is an interesting one. But I guess all marketing is good marketing. So we're still creating on this. We're still working on this, but I kind of like where we create these programs, and not only this one, other programs, is that we work as a team, because 9 brains is better than just one. So you always get plenty of ideas, plenty of feedback, and the dishes are never correct the first time. So Satan is an interesting one, because so far, I don't like it. Okay, I haven't had, I can't see it. So I understand it's in the vegan world, or not only vegan, plant-based. It's for some, maybe in some around the world, it's an important, people have got it in their diet. Okay, but it's we create dishes that we like to eat. We think they make sense. Okay, it's as much about taste as it is about visual. Yeah, and that's the bottom line. Yeah. Okay, so Satan, don't speak too fast.
Okay. Sorry, Chef. But, yes, so thank you, Chef. And the classes basically did, as I mentioned to you, Monday to Saturday. Sunday public holiday will be off. You got no lesson in the class. When you come for orientation, we will give you the timetable, basically. So in each day, we have 4 blocks of 3 hours classes. So the first block, we start from 8 to 11. The second block is half 11 to half 2. The third block will be 3 to 6, and the fourth block will be half 6 to 9:30. All right? Your lesson can be any of these blocks. So maybe when you get your timetable on your orientation day, we'll give you the whole 3 months of your timetable that you're able to upload it to your iPhone or to your Android phone, basically. So each week will be different. So let's say week 1, on Monday, you might have 6 hours lesson from 8 to 11, half 11 to half 2, basically. All right, and Tuesday you might have 1 lesson from 3 to 6 or 6:30 to 9:30. Wednesday you might have a day off, but we want to make sure you have approximately of 24 hours a week. You might have 9 hours lesson as well. So you might have a block in the morning from 8 to 11. The second block is empty. Then you might come back from 3 to 6 up to 9:30 basically. All right, each week will be different. So Monday you might do for 6 hours, but the week after Monday you might have 9 hours basically lesson. All right. Do not make any plans until, or if you need to work part-time or any arrangement, please wait for your schedule to be given to you on your orientation day. Then after that you can you can move around basically to work on the timetable itself. What happens is for the plant-based program is a very the current program that we have a lot of students. So in a way that when you come for orientation, we will put you in group of 16, as I mentioned to you, because 16 students will be in the kitchen. So we're not sure whether you'll be in group A, group B, group C, or group D, and so forth. Each grouping will have a different timetable. You're not able to pick and choose, all right? So we will be given that to you. But just to let you know, you never ever sit for 2 demonstration room, through live demonstration before you go to the kitchen, basically. So let's say you've been sitting for a demonstration to make a certain recipes. We want to make sure every of the 50 students, let's say there are 50 people, 50 students in the intake, you want to make sure that you have a chance to able to practice that in the kitchen, to present, to showcase your cuisine to the chef, to able to taste your food before you sit back to another demonstration, basically. So you never sit for 2 demonstrations ever. So you make sure that you will sit, you will see, you will go to the kitchen to do the demonstration, and you will come back, all of you will come back to do the next recipes. All right? I hope I do answer your questions, sir. All right, any other questions, please?
Can I ask about theory? See, plant-based food nutrition is also a big issue. Getting proteins and things like that. How much do you cover that?
Chef?
There will be 1 lecture on that, yes. But the objective is not nutrition. Yeah, so we have a nutrition program actually in the school that we run over 3 months, which will be, a large proportion of that program will be delivered by a professional, a nutritionist, and then with the practical side. For the plant-based nutrition, it's very much a cooking program. Creating dishes which are complete from a nutrition point of view, but can't obviously not based on nutrition facts. Yes, that's not the objective of the program. Yeah. Okay, so just to get the expectation correct. Yeah. Don't want to disappoint. Yeah. But I'm very much for all the dishes created based on the feedback. I mean, you need to imagine that when we started this in 2020, we got a huge amount of feedback on the first program, and we obviously, that's really great because we can use all of that. And very much, people want to see, they want to see very beautiful food, but they want to see dishes which are complete. Anybody who's on the plant-based world, they'll be concerned about eating a diet which is, although it's plant-based, is still going to be, from a nutrition point of view, good for them. Yeah. So that you need, you need dishes which are, if it's a main course, you need enough protein, you need carbs, you need different category of vegetables. But you also need to create taste. And when you create taste with plant-based, it's very easy with fish and meat, but with plant-based, it's a bit different. Okay, you need to use spices, you need to use cooking techniques, the varied ones. Okay, so that's very much the idea where we went with this. Okay, so they don't want to eat just salads, they want to have very beautiful food, but very tasty, not necessarily very high-hand, beautifully presented with lots of little things. There will be some of that, of course, because we're all chefs, And chefs are chefs, they want to, play it like this and make it look fantastic. And it's like this, a lot. But more importantly than this, needs to be complete dishes that make sense and they're tasty. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay.
Any other questions? Please.
It's great that you're doing this program. How is this different from, are there elements of plant-based in the conventional diploma programs?
What do you mean by conventional? You mean
like the cuisine, like the...
You mean the classic cycle? Well, the main one, the Cordon Bleu delivers is the classic cycle, which is over 9 months, cuisine or pastry or both together to get the Grand Diploma. How different? Well, first of all, the plant-based is, we said earlier, the structure is all based on category of products, every lesson, but also we diversify worldwide. So this means we see, at one point you may be in South America, another time you may be in Europe, another day you may be in South Africa or Asia. So we try to diversify in terms of taste and techniques as well. Whereby on the classic cycle, classic cuisine, it's classic cuisine, refined classic cuisine up to the standard at the moment. So therefore, yes, you'll be using plants, there's no doubt, but you'll be fish and meat plenty. Okay, definitely, and lots of techniques around that, but not only. I mean, does that answer your question more or less? Or
so, yeah.
I mean, if you're a professional, and you want to choose in between the two, I mean, I think one complements the other. Maybe the right way around is classic cycle first, then plant-based. I don't know. Maybe in the future, maybe the other way around. Okay, but nowadays you have to have the knowledge of plant-based. And if you have the classical knowledge, I'm not sure that's enough. You need something else. Because even we struggle ourselves, to create the first version of the program. In terms of plant-based, well, it's easy to get some flavor from a piece of meat, but from plants, you need to think differently. Yeah, so you look at other cuisine, you look at around the world, but 3 months is not enough. You need a lot more time to go through that.
Sorry, let me interrupt, Chef, as well, because what happens, I know we're talking about plant-based cuisine. I'm a pastry chef, basically. I've done Cordon Bleu 7 years ago. So for pastry side, because I've done the classic cycle here for the pastry, because in pastry itself, when we say classic French, basically, they are not negotiable with some of the elements of recipes, basically. So for gelatin, they will ask you to use vegetable gelatin. They will ask you also to use fish gelatin as well. And also they will ask you to use pork and beef gelatin as well. Like myself, I don't eat beef myself. I eat seafood and vegetarian basically. But I still need to do the cycle. So I wear glove and touch the pork and beef gelatin, because what happens is you might be working in an establishment that need to use a certain gelatin, because certain gelatin was set in a different way, whether you use vegetable, pork, beef, or fish gelatin. All right. For plant-based, basically, like for pastry, basically, they will use just on the plant-based side only. So you won't touch any other gelatin at all. So we'll be purely on plant-based. So you're looking at certain recipes like maybe like we use a lot of butter or milk or dairy. So you substitution that into more to plant-based. Maybe you're looking to almond, coconut milk, basically. You're looking at substitution, basically. Because you've got to understand about the fat content as well, especially on the pastry side. I'm sure the cuisine side is quite different than the pastry. But pastry side, you need to understand the fat content to make sure that your desserts or your cake able to hold. If not, it would just be totally collapse. All right. I hope we do answer your question as well. Yes. So if you do the classic cycle, there will be, you do more intense. Basically, you got to learn everything. But of course, you're looking at French classical cooking. All right, they're quite strict with the recipes. But if you do any of the program, like say the plant-based program, you just much focus on the plant-based aspect of it, basically. So we do have students who graduated with us. They will come back and want to learn the in-depth about how to go into that little what they call that world into plant-based, because it's quite, I don't say it's fashionable, because there's a lot of plant-based restaurants out there right now. Many years ago, it's very difficult to get a vegetarian menu or tasting menu or vegetarian or vegan menu basically nowadays. But most amazing restaurants right now have those on their menu itself. So I think the products come very far, especially the what they call raw ingredients. That you're able to use it to be nearly the taste the same as the original recipe, basically. All right. Any other questions, please? Yes, please. Sure. Chef?
You need to re-explain that one to me.
You-
Yeah, maybe slightly louder, maybe. Yeah.
I was just going to ask, are the recipes taught on the course recipes that are traditionally not plant-based that have been modified, like with substitutes, or is it a completely different kind of design
Both.
of recipe? Both.
Both, yeah. Yeah, both. Yeah, both. We like to have fun too, you know. Not only work. So it's yeah, both. Yeah, we did. What did we do? Yeah, we did a cassoulet, vegan cassoulet, with some, you know, try and make some sausages, and it was quite interesting. You know, the seitan was supposed to be a bourguignon, but I think seitan, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I will keep my bourguignon, my plant-based bourguignon. Seitan, yeah. If I don't achieve something I like, it's gonna go bye-bye. Yeah. So yes, we have a play on some dishes like that, so which are classic, and then you just go completely different. Yeah. Or some of them are just completely original, just not based on classic at all. Yeah. Which I think is a good mix. That's what you see out there. You know, when if you're not very good at creating, maybe you can have a play at choosing something. Okay, how can I turn it completely plant-based? Yeah. Okay. But I guess, you know, is most important for us on this program is that everything is from scratch. Okay, so you start from scratch, nothing transformed already, or as little as possible. Okay, that was important. Okay, as much as possible. So we're gonna make tofu, so you need to start from scratch. If you're making, you know, anything, that will be from scratch. Okay, which is important. That's a school. Okay, you know, here to learn how to transform products. That's what everybody wants to do, isn't it? So start from the scratch, the bottom of the raw product, and knowing how to transform it. Yeah. Okay.
I hope Chef answer your question.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Any other questions, sir?
Do you operate a career?
Sorry. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you operate a career service? Do you have placements? Do you have contacts with plant-based restaurants that you get work experience?
One thing about we throughout your school year in Cordon Bleu, every quarterly we will have a career fairs. So there will be 4 times a year. So definitely will be one because we're done doing the course itself 3 months. So we'll have a career fair, not just plant-based, every student basically. So you're able to interact with some restaurants or organizations that are going to be at the career fair. What happens is the plant-based program, we do not offer internship program. The internship program is only that we offer for the Grand Diploma program. That is basically the cuisine and the pastry program, but you need to do the 9 months program that we're able to offer that as an internship program. But hopefully in the future, but of course, when the students graduate with Le Cordon Bleu, not just London, basically. So if you graduate with us, we will put you able to sign up on this platform. It's like LinkedIn, but it's LinkedIn for chefs. So we call it HOSCO, HOSCO. So we'll put you in that you're a graduate from Le Cordon Bleu, that you're able to put your CV in, or you'll be looking at that somebody might post job opportunities, maybe in London, or might be an alumni who own a restaurant somewhere, other parts of the world as well. All right. So that's the program that we do for the students who alumni, basically. So, but if in case that or during the career fair, that if you bring your CV, you might ask to do some work experience, basically. So there will be a lot of establishment will come to Le Cordon Bleu on the career fair, basically. So that's a good opportunity to ask them whether you want to do some work experience, but you have to deal directly with them, basically. I hope I do answer your question as well. Any other questions, please? Any questions on live stream at the moment, or no? Any questions?
I think you said that the run this for 3 years, or the compressed version is now the next plan. But most of the work has already been done on cuisine, so this year is the new, very new thing for most of you. Is that right?
I think we'll, what happens is, because the program is stretched now, I think we do more because it's 100% of cuisine right now. Last time it would be 80% cuisine and 20% pastry, the current plant-based program.
No, cuisine has changed everything.
Okay, brand new this year.
Oh, yeah. From scratch. Yeah, from scratch.
Because what
Well,
happens...
yeah, because he moves, everything moves so quickly. There's a lot of work. It's not finished yet. It's still ongoing. Yeah, there's actually a large proportion that we didn't keep, we just changed. Yeah.
Because what happens, we do have students who graduate from the plant-based, but they want to do the more specialized because it's totally different program, basically. They're able to learn more other recipes, basically. So that's what Chef mentioned, that totally different curriculum, right, Chef?
Yeah, it makes,
yeah.
I mean, it changes so quickly. And it's the great thing here is that you always get plenty of feedback, from students, and we take the feedback of students very, very important for us. We listen and we try to adapt, as much as we can. Yeah. Okay.
Any other questions? If you don't have any questions, so we thank Chef and Kelvin to help today. And if you liked, if you have not seen the school yet, me and Matilda can do a little tour to bring you down, basically. If you like, if you not, then you can take the lift to go on the ground floor, and the reception will let you get up from here. Yes, no problem at all. Okay.